Hi, how are you? It's Traviseen here, and today you're starting a new journey in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. But it is on a character that some of you may know, and that character is Flag Carrier. If you guys do not know who Flag Carrier is the first character that I ever leveled on this channel. We started in 2019, leveled him from levels 1 to 60 during the launch of Classic WoW. And then we leveled him from levels 60 to 70 in TBC Classic. Today we will be embarking on our journey to Northern to get to level 80. But this time it's going to be a little bit different, because I usually level as Feral. This time we will be leveling as a Boomkin. So we'll see how that goes. I'm also looking to raid on this character, and the goal is to hopefully play the Lich King. So we'll see if we can pull that off. I think that would be an awesome way to end the trilogy of Flag Carrier, because we really don't know what's going to happen with Classic WoW after Wrath of the Lich King. Could get Cataclysm. Maybe we'll get Classic Plus. Or maybe they'll just, start the trilogy all over again. Who knows? And now we are off Northern and the Howling Fjord. Looking forward to this. Love the music in this zone. Alright, here we are. I also have flying, guys, just so you know. We were able to get cold weather flying because I currently leveled my DK, Trabpox level 80, and he had 1,000 gold on him. So we were able to get Flag Carrier cold weather flying. Alright, so let's start our journey here. We'll have a chat with Apothecary Lysander. The Royal Apothecary Society welcomes you to Northern Druid. Now what is it that you will do to aid us in Sylvanas' service? The new plague. Not long after Elarthus condemned us to this wretched existence, we in the Royal Apothecary Society endeavored to create a plague of our own. A plague that would devour all flesh, living, dead, or undead. We've succeeded in creating this plague, and we're here to hand-deliver it to the Scourge's doorstep. The Alliance intercepted the ship, carrying the latest strain engineered in our Undercity laboratories. Head to the wreckage southeast of here and salvage whatever containers you can.
Our time will come.
Also, if you guys are new to my Let's Plays, it is it's a chill Let's Play. Pretty chill. Immersive as well. And we read the quests. We take our time. There's no rush. I also like to do dungeons and PvP as well, so we will be queuing up for some battlegrounds and doing some dungeons along the way. Let's have a chat here with Pontius. Normal dogs won't come anywhere near me nowadays. I was devastated when I found out I used to love the beast. Plaguehounds make for a fine substitute, however. They're not quite as easy on the eyes, but then again, neither am I. Ain't that the truth? Let them eat crow. The High Executor wants me to use my dogs to sniff out enemy scouts, but I can tell you right now, these plaguehounds aren't going anywhere until they're properly fed. If our military doesn't understand that these beasts are picky enough to not eat the rubbish they've given me, then they can't expect them to be of any use in the field. You seem to have some time on your hands. Why don't you take one of these dogs out hunting for crows out west? Their meat isn't very tasty to us, but my boys love it.
Our time will come.
Nice, there we go. We got a Plaguehound cage. And here's High Executor Anselm.
Speak quickly. This had better be good.
I've been in the military my whole life. I've fought in many wars under many banners, but they've always been other people's battles. Not this time. Every Forsaken soldier you see here has come for one reason alone. Arthas must be killed. War is hell. We're slowly finishing off the remnants of Stormwind's North Fleet stationed on this coast. The bodies to the west are a testament to how brutal this confrontation has been. This does not happen to bother my refined aesthetics, but it does present a danger to our lives. In the lands of the Lich King, the dead are a weapon that can rise against us at any point in time. Take this torch. You're going to make sure that doesn't happen.
Goodbye.
Alright, so we got some quests, guys, and we're ready to go. Looking forward to leveling the Howling Fjord. We haven't leveled here as Horde yet, so I'm interested to see what it's like again. It's been a while since I leveled here. On our Horde Road, we did level in the Borean Tundra, so we got to see that zone. Alright, so let's zip over here and we'll see what's going on this boat. Gonna have to get used to playing a Boomkin here. It's been a while. Bounce Druid is also like one of my favorite classes in WoW. I played a lot of Bounce Druid in Legion and Battle for Azeroth. Did a lot of raiding on them too. It's a great class to get into raiding, I think, because in raids, most guilds want, you know, range classes, and Boomkin doesn't seem to be that popular. Well, it wasn't back when I was playing. So it was pretty easy for me to get a raid spot. And that was one of the main reasons why I chose to play one. And we'll see if we can, you know, do it again on this guy. I hope we can get into a guild and do some raiding. I think we can. We're on a server with a lot of guilds. And the server we are on is Faralina. It's a pretty high pop Horde server. And I'm not too sure what we'll play. Right now, I have dual spec. We have Resto Druid tree all set up, and we also have Boomkin. So we'll be playing both. Whatever, you know, whatever we need. And if we're ever looking for a dungeon, we can always say we can heal it. It's the awesome thing about Wrath of the Lich King that I like is dual spec. It's one of the best things they added to the game, I think. It's pretty lame in Classic and TBC where you had to pay like an insane amount of gold just to, you know, play another spec. Damn, those Starfires, they hit hard. So I guess there's some up here. There we go. We also have Starfire. No, wait, I mean Starfall. Give that a try. Yeah, that gets pretty damn hard too. Pretty nice grouping up a bunch of them there. Hope another one comes. Just don't stop coming. And we can heal. Let's heal up here. Thing I don't have is a lot of water. We may have to fly back and get some. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to leveling this character. And there also is Glyphs in Wrath of the Lich King, so we got all set up before we got out here. We got Glyph of Focus, increases the damage done by your Starfall by 10%, but decreases its radius by 50%. And then we got Glyph of Starfall, reduces the cooldown of Starfall by 30 seconds. Got Glyph of the Wild, cost of Mark of the Wild and Gift of the Wild spells reduced by 50%. Got to put that up, make sure we get that going. We also have Thorns, so we'll get that. We use that as well. Glyph of Unburdened Rebirth. Your rebirth spell no longer requires a reagent, so it doesn't cost us anything to, you know, battle res somebody. And then we have Glyph of Dash. Reduces the cooldown of dash by 20%. That's good. Alright, so here we go. Still getting used to the keybinds, guys. It's been a while. Getting used to playing Balanced Druid. But hopefully we can, you know, sharpen up our skills by the time we hit 80. That's a good thing about leveling up a class. You know, you get to really learn the class and you're ready to go. Hit max level. Oh yeah, we got Typhoon too. One of my favorite abilities. A lot of fun in BGs. Wonder if we can push any of these guys off the boat. We'll try on this guy. Here, we'll pull him over here. We can push him off. Get out of here. That's right. I can't wait to do that in PvP. When we're in a Wrathy Basin. And we're at Lumber Mill. And we just push somebody off the cliff. Or an Eye of the Storm in the middle. I wonder if there's any in the water. Do we have a aquatic form on our bars? Check this out here. I wonder where aquatic form would be. There it is. I guess we'll just put it here for now. It's going to take me a little bit of time to set my bars up. Here we go. Another awesome thing about being a druid. It's all the forms you can take. And I'll say that druid is the class that I would recommend playing. If I was, you know, just starting to play WoW. And the reason being is all the classes you can play. Or all the roles you can try. You can play a healer, you can play a tank, you can play a ranged DPS, you can play a melee DPS. You can pretty much try out every different, you know, role in the game. And that's why I would recommend it. They also have, like, their shapeshifting is awesome as well. They got the best, like, flying in the game. It's like instant cast flight form. Amazing in world PvP, and you can also herb in flight form, which is something we will be doing because we have herbalism on this character. We just gotta rank it up. Alright, so we'll head back here and we'll deliver these quests. Well, there's one quest.
What is it?
Have you obtained the containers, flight carrier? It's good that you're back in one piece. The danger of becoming infected from handling these containers is not non-existent. I suppose I should have warned you about that earlier. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got a helmet. Pretty damn good. I don't think it's better than the one we have. Liking the mix. I have a feeling the long trip across the sea is affecting the effectiveness of our plague. What is needed is a potent toxin to boost the potency of the strain. The crabs near the beach are a distant relative of the much smaller brown-shelled tide crawler. The smaller tropical variety produces a paralytic toxin strong enough to knock out an ogre. As we all know, bigger is better. The much larger glands on the local variety should prove more potent. Bring me a few. Alright. Still got the Christmas trees going on here. Pretty cool. And keep on going here. Oh yeah, I need to purchase some waters. So we'll do that quick. Just need to find the innkeeper here. I wonder where the innkeeper is. I think in here, where the mailbox is, probably. There it is.
Hello.
Alright, so let's make this in our home. And we'll get some waters. So we probably want this pungent seal whey. So we'll get a couple of stacks of that. There we go. Should be more than enough. Don't really need any of this stuff that gives us health. Hold on to the food, though. We'll get rid of this helmet. It's not better than the helmet we got.
Beware.
I'll show you guys the gear that we have. I didn't really do Sunwell Plateau on this character, but we did raid in Black Temple on Flight Carrier. We also did Serpent Shrine Cavern and Tempest Keep in TBC. So we did a little bit of raiding, and he has pretty much Black Temple gear, I would say. So we should be able to replace that pretty soon, I think. And a lot of this gear is healer gear because I used to heal with Flag Carrier. Alright. Like our trinket here, like, it's pretty good. Spell power increased by 37. It's pretty much spell power. A lot of spell power here. But some of it's like mostly healer stuff. That's why you see like 13 mana per 5. I think we'll replace it soon. Probably by the time we're like level 75. Alright, so we got to burn some fallen combatants. Let's do that. One awesome thing about Wrath of the Lich King that I've enjoyed about it is that there's no rush to really get to max level because of all of the catch-up mechanics that they added. And the main one is going to be Heroic Plus, which will be coming out during Phase 2. Just coming out soon, because they are currently working on the PTR for Uldar, which is considered to be one of the best raids in World of Warcraft. So it's a great time for me to get back into the game and get ready for raiding. There's the wargs here. I think these guys want these crows. Focus on. Should we have to call out this guy, don't we? There he is. Got our plague hound. And we'll get some wraths here and starfires. So is he gonna eat? Or we gotta give him the crow meat? There you go, boy. Get him some more crows here. Love Moonfire. Like the best targeting spell in the game. It's like instant cast. Thing we'll be doing a lot is just moonfiring a bunch of mobs and just AoEing them down with Starfire, just like this. Should probably start with a big Starfire at the beginning. I mean Starfall. I found Starfire there for a second. Alright, so we got enough meat for the dog. That was pretty quick. It's interesting, we're even burning Alliance bodies as well. we go. Let's turn these quests in.
Hello.
I'm glad you've proven you can follow orders. If I had a copper piece for every arrogant fool in shiny armor to come here and think that they're above the chain of command, well, I'd have a few gold. Now that you've demonstrated a measure of discipline, I have other tasks more suitable for someone of your caliber. Reports from the field. Our mission in Northern is to destroy Arthas. The Alliance are but an obstacle that will crush wherever we find them. We've managed to destroy their easternmost fleet, but the survivors have barricaded themselves on the derelict strand south of here. Our forces should have overwhelmed their makeshift defenses long ago, but we underestimated their will to live. Seek my officers in the field, Dark Ranger Lyanna and Deathstalker Razael, and get them to report on the situation.
Remember, patience. I am forsaken.
Did you hunt down some crows, boy? Good boy, good boy. Ah, these hounds remind me of my days raising purebreds in Tirisfal. Those were good times. Sniff out the enemy. Now that this rascal's belly's full, maybe he will be more willing to cooperate. Here's his leash. Just come get him from his cage whenever you're ready to take him. I don't know what Anselm expects you to find, but look for clues wherever it is that the dog takes you.
Watch your back.
Okay, so we've got a couple more quests here. We gotta get these giant toxic lands. So this will fly down to the coast here. Blast this tide crawler. So much damage. Another cool thing about Boomkins too is they have a lot of armor. You get a bunch of armor from being in Boomkin form. Yeah, while in this form, the armor contribution from items is increased by 370%. Damage taken while stunned is reduced by 15%, and all party and raid members within 100 yards have their spell crit chance increased by 5%. Pretty awesome. That's why they're great for raiding too. Like, you can get hit by a mechanic and survive many, like, if you survive like a hit that, you know, many other casters wouldn't. Unless they use, you know, like a defensive cooldown, like, you know, Ice Block as a mage or Dispersion as a Shadow Priest. Warlocks have, like, abilities as well, but I don't really know too much about Warlocks, so it's one of the classes I just never played. Okay, so we're still looking for more of these crabs. Guess we'll go into the water here. Maybe we can find some more on the land. And we also have Joyous Journeys going on, guys. So that increases our experience by 50%. Clearly Blizzard's... Wow, big crit. Blizzard's really trying to get people to come back to the game and get leveled up. Look at that. Got Farshire Footpads of the Whale. Not bad. I don't know if they're better than the boots we got. Yeah, they're not. Not yet. Probably going to be level 75 when we start replacing gear. Man, I love Druid. Happy to be back playing Druid. Another cool thing about Druid, we got this. We can stealth. So awesome. I just like stealth. It's one of my favorite abilities in MMOs. being able to skip like annoying stuff is fun. I don't know, I enjoy it. You can also sneak up on people in World PvP and just, you know, you can just pop up in like a random spot and just, you know, open up Starfire. They won't know what hit them. I had a lot of fun in Legion playing a Balanced Druid as well, because they came out with this like this full moon ability. It's pretty much like charging up a Spirit Bomb in Dragon Ball Z. That's what it reminded me of. And you would like, I would stealth up the players, and I would just shoot a full moon at them. Pop all my cooldowns, and I would be one-shotting people with the ability. It's a lot of fun. And the effect is cool, too. It's pretty much like a giant moon just comes down from the sky and just crushes the player. Tons of fun. If they ever do Legion Classic, I'm 100% playing a Boomkin again. Alright, spike in the mix. You obtain the toxin glands I seek, Flag Carrier. You continue to prove your competence, Flag Carrier. Hopefully this toxin will be enough to boost our plague to the levels that we need to. At the very least, it should help weaken the recipient and make them more susceptible to infection. Test at sea. We've just received word of reinforcements coming to the aid of the Alliance forces. Their timing couldn't be better. We're in a sore need of test subjects, and these North Fleet reservists will do nicely. Take these plague vials with you and speak to Camille, the bat handler. Tell her you need to commandeer a riding bat for a special assignment for us. Once you're at sea, drop the vials on the reinforcement fleet. I can't wait to see the results. Alright, so let's find the bat handler here. I think this is her, right? Might not be it. There she is. Seek passage somewhere, Flag Carrier? My bats will get you there in no time.
Embrace.
Oh yeah, and speaking of the name Flag Carrier. Okay, so we're supposed to drop... Drops a heavy bomb. There it is. So let's put that here. Yeah, I got the name Flag Carrier from, well, when I made the character, I wanted him to be like a flag carrier, because druids were like the best flag carriers in Classic WoW. That's what they were known for, and that was pretty much what he was going to be. But I didn't do too many BGs on him, so maybe this time around we'll do a little bit of flag carrying in Warsong Gulch. So he can live up to the name finally. A lot of people were surprised that I got the name, and the way I got it was I pretty much picked the name before Classic WoW came out back in like August of 2019. They had a period where you could reserve your name, and I was able to get Flag Carrier. No, it's not that like hard impressive a name to get. I think the names that are kind of really impressive are like first names. Like if you get like Kyle, or like Steve, like those names are tough to get. Nice. I think we did all the damage we could there. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be nice getting back into Grizzly Hills. We could probably do Howling Fjord, Grizzly Hills, and then see where else we go after that. If there's any zones you guys want me to check out, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll make sure that, I check out those zones. We haven't really checked... We checked out a little bit of Zuldrak on the DK. A little bit of Ice Crown Storm Peaks on the Rogue. Didn't do really any Shalazar Basin on any characters yet on the channel. So maybe we'll head over there.
I am forsaken.
The last 10 strains from Undercity, all of them worthless. The reports from the field are not encouraging. Alright, so we got a nice neck here. 18 stab, 30 intellect. But it only increases our spell power by 19. So I think we'll just go with the plate, make a little bit of gold. And I'm going to be calling the episode here, guys. Next episode, we'll get into more questing in Howling Fjord. And yeah, guys, I'm really looking forward to getting this journey on the road. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.